Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's... bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Ace. Close. Overhaul. Big ace open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Head the street.
They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Again, it's Conner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. To Conner on the check down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Murray a give. This is Conner.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Coach. Let's go.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Swim. Come on. Go. Go.
Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On play action, it's Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
18 Cardinals.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And after the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
19-5.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go again with Pierce. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Eagles 14, Cardinals nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that's complete to McBride. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Trucks over him.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
26 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0.
Eagles 21, Cardinals nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This is caught inside the 15. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Forward.
A final shot before half for Murray.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Hurt, hurt.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check, man. Check, man. Check.
Going for it with Pierce. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, If you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 1st down, Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing again, Murray. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Here's Murray. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
60 by 60 by 2.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Brown. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Murray going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw is Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Murray now. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Cardinals make over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Murray off play action. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing on first down is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Hurts rolling to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll send Brown in motion right. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Pierce gets this one running right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Murray now on first down, being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's brought down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Hey, simple.
Murray, one final try. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.